Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to Revive Mississippi. Bryson sitting back there with his head cut off. We're gonna have a great show lined up for you. We got First Lady Ola Clark, Fabian Nelson, and a bunch of good folks coming on today. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Share the video, like it, subscribe, and all that. We got a lot going on. So y'all sit back, relax, and enjoy. Go ahead and comment where you're tuning in from. I got Joy here. Wait, Joy. Wait, Bryce. What school you go to? Northwest IB Middle School, representing up in here. Good evening. Welcome to Reviving Mississippi. I'm your host, DeKeither Stamps. We got a great show lined up for you today. We got our co-host here, Miss Briley Dixon. I call her Joy. Say hey, Joy. Say loud. Hey. She's talking kind of shy today. And we got Mr. Bryson Dixon. How you doing, Bryce? Good. They joined the uncle in the studio today. We appreciate everybody for always tuning in. As we begin every show, we always say, remember those people who are going through bereavement. You know, bereavement is a very trying situation, trying time for all of us. So let's just make sure that we be a friend so you can have a friend during your time of need. Because one thing we do know, your time is coming when you're going to need a friend. So long after the funeral and the recession and the repast and all that, make sure you reach out to days, weeks, months, and years later, because it's never, you never get over, you just get through when it comes to bereavement. So let's just make sure that we take care of each other. Let's just make sure we take care of each other and do the things necessary to sustain our community during bereavement and all trying situations. We want to start off by thanking our underwriters for today. Our underwriters for today's show are Mr. Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan Transportation Service. You can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. He provides quality transportation all over the state of Mississippi, especially when folks really need help. Again, you can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. If you get hungry and you're looking for some good food and you don't want some fast food, go on over to Stamp SuperBurgers and get you one of those whole cow between two pieces of bread that's tasted to the last drop, or get you one of them healthy veggie burgers that's like a whole garden between two pieces of bread. But it's always good to get you some good food versus fast food. Our show today, we got a couple good folks gonna come on the show today. First and foremost, we got First Lady Ola Clark. Okay, you want to come to my house? Yeah. Okay, good. We got First Lady Ola Clark. Let me get her on the tune here. First Lady, how you doing today?
I am good. How are you?
We have First Lady Ola Clark. She's the First Lady of MorningStar Missionary Baptist Church in Learned, Mississippi. And she's pastor to the baddest black man in preaching today, Pastor Adrian Clark. Well, I can say he's my preacher, so I can say he's the best preacher.
That's right. You're right.
He's my preacher.
I agree.
He's not only is my preacher, he's my pastor, and he is my friend. But you have a wonderful boutique right there in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Tell folks a little bit about yourself, your background, and then we'll talk about your business.
Okay, well, you said it. I'm Ola Clark. There's not a lot to know about me. Cool as a fan. I love the Lord. God is so good. I'm married to the Adrian Clark. That's pretty much it. I mean, my business is me, so I'll wait till you get into that before I start talking about that part.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your business. You've been in business for 5 years now, and they say most businesses fail within 5 years.
Yes.
So with the grace of God and the grace of good people,
yes,
coming to support you, tell us a little bit about your boutique.
So again, I'm the owner of Ocean Boutique here in Vicksburg, Mississippi. My husband and I started this business in 2018 online, and after I was selling clothes out the trunk of my car, and it kind of got too big for the trunk of the car, and so we rented a small space to because the business kept expanding. And in 2020, we got a storefront in the middle of COVID. We prospered. Pandemic, and we opened our store, and Lord, we have been rolling ever since. We're so busy. We've met some awesome people. We have awesome support Lord, I'm so grateful for all our customers. I am.
And I will say this, y'all are the most fashion coordinated pastor and first lady out there. Now you see a lot of pastors and first ladies, they got the suits and their hats, but y'all have, first and foremost, y'all have the love of Christ all running through your veins.
Yes, we love
it. Not your skin when I see it. And then, you know, y'all got married, birthed this boutique, and y'all just I just love seeing y'all love out loud.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about your partner in life and what he brings to the table.
Oh, Lord, my husband, I call him Pastor Bay. And I tell anybody that my husband loves God, and he loves God for real, you know, and I live with him. So I know that he strives to live the life that he preach about. He's passionate about everything he does. You know, the churches he pastors, and he's passionate about his wife, and his wife is passionate about him too. And I think he's awesome. I'm so glad that God is opening up doors for him. He's now the newly elected pastor of Mount Olive as well here in Vicksburg. So we are super excited to have a church at home as well.
You know, for in MorningStar, we had a pastor for a long time. Mm-hmm. We've had several long-time pastors. Our previous pastor, Reverend Lewis, was there for 47 years. And Reverend West was there for a good number of years as well. So I'm just happy that we have found a pastor and first lady that can be our long-term investment, even though we got to share. In rural country churches, we never had, one pastor. You always had pastors who pastored several churches. Yeah. And it's just great to share our journey in Christ with such a wonderful and passionate family. And so I just appreciate y'all.
Thank you. We're so happy to be there. We love y'all, like for real. We love y'all for real.
So you got a great event coming up this weekend. Talk about what you have, the activities you have this weekend.
Okay, so this is our 5th year anniversary. We'll be celebrating on this Saturday. And I didn't mention that Ocean Boutique, our specialty is affordable clothes, that's quality. And we specialize in women's clothing. From sizes small to 3X. I mean, things that you can just throw on and get up and go. And also, if you need a good Sunday go to meeting dress, I got you too. We've recently started December of last year doing tuxedo rentals for men. So that is taking off well. So we do a lot of weddings and whatever else you need us to find tuxedos for, proms and all that, we can do that. But this Saturday here in Vicksburg at our store, 1990 South Frontage Road, Suite 8 in Vicksburg, we will be celebrating 5 years. We're having our 5th anniversary and block party here at the store. We have over 50 vendors that will be outside. Wow. 50 vendors that will be outside, all kinds of food vendors, clothing vendors. Oh my God, it's some great things. We have a DJ that's going to be here. We have a 360 booth. And on the inside, our store will have all new merchandise where we'll be introducing our fall line. Amazing sales. Listen, you do not want to miss Saturday. And I'm not just saying this because this is our event, but I'm just saying it because you don't want to miss it. Like, it's from 10 to 3. It's one of those events where if you want to come by yourself, if you want to come with your husband, if you want to come with your girls, if you want to bring your children, it's just one of those events, good vibes. And we're just praying that we have a great turnout. But we're so, so excited. We're so grateful that God saw fit for us to last 5 whole years. So yeah, come out, y'all. Come out Saturday.
So what's the address of the block party?
So it's 1990 South Frontage Road in Vicksburg. You can't miss it. Get on Frontage Road. I was finna tell you Suite A, but I promise you when you hit either of them sides of the highway, you're going to see it because we're planning on a takeover. I'm sorry. And we're going to be hosted by the Anitra Bender. She's the owner of Amazon with Anitra in Jackson. So she's going to host our events. A lot of my cousins coming over. So I'm just so excited and to be around wonderful people, to show love to the people that has shown love to us and they constantly support us. We also available online. So if you want to online, www.oceanboutiquems, .com, we ship every day, Monday through Friday. So, I mean, even if you can't make it out Saturday, then you can always go online and support as well.
Well, I appreciate you more than you know, because, when you lose a pastor, you go through a little instability period, and that's where most churches crumble. Our church and our church family has thrived and survived. I tell folks all the time, when I was growing up, I didn't have to look anywhere for role models. My parents were my role model.
Yeah.
And all my next role models were all of my surrogate aunts and uncles and my church family.
Yeah.
And I have an amazing church family. I mean, amazing. And my whole life, I've never had to look for a role model or a church home.
That's a blessing.
And a lot of folks can't say that, but I've never had to look for a role model or a church home my whole life because I've had good folks around me my whole life.
That's awesome. I agree. There's some good people in MorningStar. I agree.
So again, tell the folks the contact information, phone number, website, and everything about your activities.
Okay. Ocean Boutique this Saturday from 10 to 3. It's at 1990 South Frontage Road here in Vicksburg, Mississippi. We'd love to have you. We're open. Our regular business hours is Monday through Friday, 11 to 5. We're open Saturdays from 10 to 3. Again, online is open 24/7. I don't even have to be here for you to shop. My fact, go look now. It's some good sales on there. So www.oceanboutiquems.com. Like I said, we ship priority, honey. So if you place your orders today and you live in Jackson and the mail hadn't run, you're gonna get your order tomorrow. We don't play with it. So if y'all can come out though Saturday, it's gonna be a great event. We're so excited and we just want to celebrate with the people, you know. So if you can't follow us on Facebook, Ocean Boutique. Follow us on Instagram, Ocean Boutique LLC, and follow us on TikTok, Ocean Boutique.
And on Sunday, there's another event as well. Since you standing in for your pastor, Bay,
yes,
and, talk about what y'all have going on Sunday.
So Sunday he'll be preaching his first sermon as the official pastor of Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church here in Vicksburg. Mount Olive has church on 1st and 3rd Sundays at 11 o'clock. And if you aren't busy in the Vicksburg area, it's on Baldwin Ferry Road. I want to say 1900, but Baldwin Ferry. If you know what Baldwin Ferry Road is, you can find us. But it's Mount Olive Baptist Church, and we would love to have you. If you don't have nowhere to go, we'd love to see you on Sunday.
Now, so he's not leaving MorningStar, y'all.
No, that's second and fourth.
So we second and fourth Sunday. They're first and third Sunday.
That's right.
I love hardworking preachers.
Yeah. Oh,
my whole life, Pastor Lewis pastored like 3 churches my whole life. You know, and we only met on fourth Sunday.
Okay.
So because of that, but
yeah,
when you got good preaching, you can make it work.
That's true.
So I appreciate the brevity. I appreciate the consistency, because every Sunday you're gonna get something well thought out. What y'all provide and service, it shows that y'all think about it, you practice it. You're right, baby. You're right. Y'all go through it. It's not just something off the cuff. It's a well thought out and delineated word of God coming through what I consider one of the purest vessels of a family you can see, because he's not just up there delivering the word. You're delivering it as well, because you're a wonderful songstress. You can sing like an angel. And so y'all just make an amazing pastor and first lady couple. And I look forward to sharing y'all with Mount Olive.
We appreciate y'all, man.
And so again, Saturday's the block party, and Sunday is the sermon at Mount Olive. So
wait a minute, while I got you on the line, since we're talking, on September 23rd, I will be doing a concert here in Vicksburg. It's an evening of worship with Ola Clark and friends, and that's on September the 23rd. It's on a Saturday here at Pleasant Valley Missionary Baptist Church in Vicksburg, and we got my mom, Evangelist Geneva Jones. She'll be a guest, Dexter Williams and the Singing Disciples, and I will be singing. So
yeah,
on that day, that starts at 5 o'clock as well.
Well, once we log off, go back into the comments section, post all the information in there, so I can make sure that folks who are watching this later can go back and take a look at it. Okay, I will. I love you to pieces, First Lady.
I love you too, DeKeither. I love you, Bryson. I love you, little girl. She look like she's sleeping.
Tell the First Lady bye. All right, First Lady. You take care now.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's First Lady Ola Clark, MorningStar Missionary Baptist Church. She definitely has a lot going on out there in Warren County and in Vicksburg. We appreciate her for tuning in. We also have Mr. Fabian Nelson on the line. He wanted to come in and tell folks thank you, because there's been a lot of work that's happened over the last few months when it comes to voting and elections and campaigning. Mr. Nelson, are you there? I think you've got your mic muted.
Hey there, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mr. Nelson. How you doing?
I am doing great. How are you?
First off, I want to say congratulations are in order. You have made it across this level of finish line. I believe I come to the door every day. I don't know if y'all were just putting stuff on my door, but y'all were putting stuff on every. We got about 4 houses that we own in the district, and I see that every day I come home, somebody been to the house. So I see y'all been working.
We have been working, yes, sir. We've been out there. We've been to every single door and just connecting with the people in the district. Like I tell people, we do it the old-fashioned way. You know, when you're running for office, it's not an easy way. You can't take shortcuts. You have to get in front of every single person, and that's what I committed to doing. And hey, that's what we did.
Oh, well, good. So tell the folks your journey. What did you learn the most about your journey? Yeah, because it's not what people think it is. What did you learn during this process?
You know, what I learned is that when you want to serve people, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. And in order to serve people, you have to get out there and really understand the issues. You know, people think when you're running for office that it's fancy and, you know, you sit up and you make speeches and you do all of that, but it's not that. It's going to take a lot of sweat. It's going to take a lot of, you know, talking to people that are frustrated. You know, some people are not going to be happy to see you coming. You think everybody's happy, but a lot of people are frustrated. You know, people, you know, I was going to see some of them. Well, where were you when my water wasn't working, when this wasn't working and that wasn't working? And so you have to listen to people and kind of understand and come up with solutions. Another thing is everybody's not going to agree with you and with what your platform and what your plans are, but you have to make sure that you're, you know, you're on the right path and you're going to do what the district needs. And although it was a difficult journey, a tiring journey, it was very fulfilling. It was very humbling. You know, as the results were coming in, you know, even before the results were coming in, before the elections, just to see people saying, I'm so excited to go out and vote for you. I believe in you. And so that makes you feel good to know that people actually have hope. And, you know, it's so important, like I tell everybody, it's so important to tell the people thank you. Because for the past 8 months, I've been out here asking people, please vote for me, please support me. And so it would not be any more than fair to come out and say thank you to every single person. That's what I've been saying all day long. I just can't thank the people enough. It's a great feeling.
Well, you know, I watch you grow through this journey. I believe candidates always grow a lot through the journey. We got a caller. Hold on 1 second. Turn your radio down, caller. What's your question or comment?
Yes, this is Addie Green. I'd like to thank all the voters in the 82 counties of the state of Mississippi for voting for me to be your Democratic nominee for your state treasurer. And I will ask them to vote for me November the 7th from 7 to 7. Thank you so much for taking my call, DeKeither.
Oh, you know, I got to answer this call no matter what we're talking about. When your number pop up, Miss Green, I got to stop the presses and say, we're going to listen to Miss Addie.
Well, I thank you all so much. Particularly you. You're just a busy young man. Thank you so much for all that you do.
God bless you, dear.
Okay.
All right, I love you, Addie. Take care. That was Miss Addie Green. Ladies and gentlemen, she's running to be our next treasurer, to handle our money. She says, go on out there and wobble to the poll. And on November the 7th. But back to you, Mr. Nelson. Representative-elect Nelson.
Yes, sir.
And finish your comment you were making.
Okay. Where was I? I'm sorry.
Oh, you were talking about just the importance of thanking people for voting for you.
Oh, yeah, the importance of thanking people. So, you know, that's what I've been doing, you know, thanking people because it's just, you know, such a great feeling. And this was a long journey. And what I was doing earlier today, I was looking at some of my Facebook postings from when I first started running and just looking at my growth and just listening to, you know, my platform and the evolution. And so much has happened over these past few months in me developing and growing. But this is a whole nother thing when you're running for office that a lot of people just don't understand. So it's been a learning experience, and it's been a great experience. And I'm so ready to lead our people in January.
One piece of advice that I'll give you, and our team has a whole transition packet and information for you and your team to transition. And everybody knows I didn't really get involved in the primaries because I wanted people to duke it out. I think you grow as a person when you have to work for stuff. I give you some advice here and there, and I say, well, you might not want to do this, and you might want to do this better. But I didn't really get involved in the primary process because that's how you make great elected officials. When they have to go out there and work and scratch and claw, the elected officials I know who get given stuff don't appreciate it when they get in office. And they treat the office, they don't have the fidelity of the position that they're holding because they didn't work to get there as hard as somebody who had to come out the mud. And Mr. Nelson, you worked. You definitely worked. I see you about 4 shades darker.
I and I do want to commend you, and I appreciate you for not getting in the race and letting us develop and learn. Because the thing about it, when I had to go into this runoff, I like, oh my God, I worked so hard in this primary. I don't want to go through a runoff. I prayed about it, and I woke up the next morning, and God spoke to me and said, I'm putting you through this runoff because I want to see how hard it is you want it. I want you to serve the people. And when I tell you in this runoff, we had 3 weeks. And in that 3 weeks, we knocked on every single door in the district 2 times.
Yeah.
And so we were hitting it hard. And I said, the thing about it is when you work hard for the victory, once you get the victory, you appreciate it more.
That's right.
If it's given to you, you're not going to appreciate it and value it. Mm-hmm. And so right now, like I said, I'm glowing because I appreciate the victory when I know the hard work that I had to put into it. And when I go up to the Capitol, I'm going to make sure I'm representing my people appropriately because I'm going to realize I worked hard to be here.
That's right.
So, and you were always there when any of us, all of the candidates, when we needed something, had a question, you answered it for us. And that means a lot. So I appreciate you.
Well, I look forward to working with you over the years to make things better because we have a lot of work to continue to do. The work that we've done in broadband is going to revolutionize our area. The work we're doing in the utility space is going to create more business for District 66 and all of Hinds County. So I look forward to great work. I look forward to continuing to work with you and all the representatives from all across Mississippi. But I never forget where home is. Yes. I love the actual work because you can change people's lives. You can honestly change people's lives. When you give them good quality services and make sure what they're receiving from government, whether it be water, sewer, cell phone service, garbage, all those things. When you can chime in and help people's lives be better, that's when I get my greatest enjoyment from. So give the folks a few parting words of where you want to, and who else you want to thank? You got folks that you need to thank, not just specific folks you need to thank. Who are some of those specific people that you need to thank?
When I tell you, it's so many people, I'll be here all night talking, but I definitely.
We got 30 more minutes.
First and foremost, I want to thank my children. Mm-hmm. My children were out there on the campaign trail with me every single day. My children were so dedicated to this campaign that we didn't have a family vacation this year. Mm-hmm. And they were okay. They didn't complain. They're going to Disney World later on this year, so they're excited about that now. But they were there for me. My mom and my dad, they were there for me the whole time. My mom was on the phone calling people, phone banking. My dad was at my campaign events, organizing everything, calling me every morning. Hey, how you doing? My friends are a wonderful, just an amazing support system. My endorsers, I had a few endorsements, and they really came in and really helped me outlay a plan, kept me on track, kept me motivated. And of course, you, Representative Stamps, like I say, you did a lot of good things for, all of the candidates in the race. Mm-hmm. As anybody running for office, so many people that run for office, even other offices will say, hey, we talked to, Representative Stamps and he helped us. And so it's important that we are, training our young emerging leaders. Mm-hmm. When people want to run for office, we have to be there to teach them the way. Mm-hmm. And so, that is so important. And so it's a great day. Everybody in District 66, want to thank them. My avid and strong supporters in District 66, want to thank all of them. It's an amazing day. So I appreciate you for allowing me to come on here to thank everybody. And I do want to say that we still have work to do, and
That's right.
we are ready. We are ready to get out there and work. So we're ready.
So if somebody, I'm sure you've been giving your contact information out all the time. So if somebody wants to continue to help, I'm sure you may have some debt to deal with in this process, like we all do. So how do people help you in those endeavors?
Yes, what I'll do is my cell phone number is 601-668-3498. My campaign website is www.nelsonfor66.com. And you can go in there, see my platform, make a donation, whatever it is you want to do. But please connect with me because I want to be connected to our community. And you don't have to live in, like I tell people, you don't have to live in District 66 to join the party. Hey, we'll adopt you into District 66 because I want to help everybody. And so that's important that we work together because as a state representative, although we represent a district, we still all have to vote on all of the bills for the entire state.
Mm-hmm. You're totally right. You're totally right. So what's your next stop? You got some things you're doing next?
Yes, you're talking about like today?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm out doing, that's why you see me out and about. I'm actually out picking my signs up. So out picking signs up and, just telling a few people thank you and just reconnecting with some of the people that have joined us on the journey along the way.
Uh-huh.
And so it's not any rest right now. We're still trying to, put the little finishing touches on everything.
Okay. Well, keep doing the good work. Take a little breather, but as soon as y'all are ready on Monday or Tuesday, we'll be ready to transition with you.
That's it. And once again, I want to thank you for that. Having a transition plan in place, that's a lot because this is overwhelming, going in and figuring out where do I need to go. And I was on Coffee and Conversation this morning, and they asked me, what was your biggest fear about, being elected? And I told them, I said, I'm going to be honest, I have such big shoes to fill behind Representative Stamps because our district is on track to be, it's on a good track. And I want to make sure that once I get in office and I'm able to continue along that trend, because I'll be honest with you, some people take office and it's a complete mess. Mm-hmm. And so with me being able to walk in with a transition plan, it's going to make sure I'm able to keep our district going in the right direction. So you're helping me out a lot with that. So we're going to be getting with you really soon.
Well, good deal. You take care now, and I appreciate you for all your hard work, and the district appreciates you as well.
Thank you so very much, and I am not going to let District 66 down. I'm excited and ready to serve.
All right, good deal. Take care, man.
All right, look, when you get off the air, you can come and help me with some of these signs too. I was just teasing, but I appreciate you.
This is all good. I'm gonna be busy putting mine out. How about
okay.
That?
Hey, look, I need to get some of yours, so when I take mine up, I can put yours down.
No, that's the plan. I'll meet you to drop you off some signs.
Yeah, holler at me. We'll get you.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, no problem.
Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Fabian Nelson. He daggone has been working out there all over District 66. And I want to also say hats off to all the candidates who were successful in their bids for through the primary process. Especially I know Grace did a wonderful job in her campaign. Justice Gibbs did a great job. And even if you came up short in a race, 4 years ago, Mr. Nelson, 3 years ago, when we ran for the same position, a couple of years ago, Mr. Nelson was at the bottom of the ticket. And now he's a state legislator elect. So you never know how the cards roll out. If the election didn't go how you planned it and you did not win, that doesn't mean you need to check out. Stay engaged. Opportunities present themselves. And the second time around, you know a little bit more about yourself. So make sure you govern yourself accordingly. But if you didn't get across the finish line this time, it just may not be the best time, or you just need to get better. As like I tell you all the time, I've won them big and I've lost them. Yeah, and I've been sitting here the whole 10 years and y'all have seen me win and lose elections. But if you stay the course and stay committed, the people will reward you. I'm a firm believer that Mississippi has the best people on the planet. And once Mississippians see you continually work hard, they will make a space for you, because we do have a vacuum of leadership, no matter what side of the fence you line up on, whether you are Democrat, Republican, white, black, there is a leadership vacuum that's being filled by people sometimes who may not do the best job. So bad things happen when good people don't step forward. We released a video today encouraging veterans to run for office, because we fundamentally believe that, since the beginning of this country, since this country was founded, we didn't just elect George Washington to be president. After the American Revolution, we elected mayors and council people and supervisors and built the whole country infrastructure with military leadership. Those veterans died off, civilians took over, and then some people got in office who shouldn't have. Country goes haywire. We go to war again, produce more veterans. And so that's how we got Civil War. Then you have World War II and Vietnam, and now this generation. So I'm just part of this generation's veterans stepping forward to move our country and world forward. So that's why I encourage veterans to get in office at every level. I encourage veterans. Now, there's civilians out there who are doing a great job, and there's some out there who are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So veterans, if you're out there, think about it, find a space for you. We need more veterans, and we need more farmers inside the conversation when it comes to politics. So make sure you look for those opportunities and step up, because we cannot allow for our country to fall apart by us being stagnant, by us being lethargic, by us being just sitting back. Don't just sit back, step forward. And this is just not in politics, in all levels of service, whether it be your church, whether it be your school, step forward and see where you can serve, see how you can serve and continually be better. So always look for those opportunities to continue to serve. I also want to thank the First Lady of WMPR, Ms. Wanda Evers. I congratulate Ms. Wanda Evers for doing a great job in her campaign. She started off with a burning desire. And I think that's what it has to start from with all folks who run for office. She started off with a burning desire to move our state forward. And I want to say thank you to Ms. Wanda Evers for your hard work during your campaign. You have one more race to run. I believe she has another opponent in November. So the primary process is over, ladies and gentlemen. The people have spoken. And we have to respect those decisions, no matter what side of the fence we fall on or which way the people decided to move. We must respect the people's decision. And I always say that elections are like mirrors. They show us exactly who we are. Sometimes the picture of who we are is something we like. Sometimes it's something we need to work on. But it's up to us to continue to make it better. I see on my list, also I want to thank Supervisor McGowan. Bobcat, pull that thing out of there, Bobcat. Look out there. Hey, Henry, you see Bobcat pull that election out of there? He pulled it out. He was out there. I saw his team out there in District 5, and they were out there rocking and rolling. So, hats off to Supervisor Bobcat McGowan for his victory. And we appreciate his hard work. Again, and all the folks. I see Supervisor Frederick McGee just tuned in. How you doing, Supervisor McGee, down there in South Mississippi? We appreciate everybody who's always tuned in. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 10 years. Can y'all believe it? 10 years. Coming up right next month in October. It's going to be 10 years since we've been here reviving Mississippi. So we appreciate everybody's time, everybody's dedication. The call-in number is 601-948-5950. 601-948-5950. Call in. And if you want to say thanks for voting for you, whether you were successful or not, call in and thank the voters for voting. If you are a supporter of one of the candidates and they haven't called in, and you haven't heard from them today on the radio, call in and tell your supporters thank you. We got good folks who voted for you. Call in and tell them thank you, because thank you is a dying art. Telling people you appreciate them and thanking them for doing what you asked them to do is always in order. Mr. McGee says, who won my seat? Well, Supervisor Mr. Fabian Nelson, who was just on the show, he won the District 66 race, and we're looking forward to great things from him. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the call number is 601-948-5950. We're looking forward to you chiming in. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know where you're listening in from. And it's all across the state of Mississippi. We got folks out in that's tuned in right now from Leake County. We got folks tuned in Yazoo County and Warren County, Claiborne County, I see on here. We got, who else we got on here? We got Issaquena and Sharkey County. We got Chattanooga, Tennessee. Hey, Miss White, I appreciate you for always tuning in. She's always tuning in. Miss Carol White, she's always tuning in. We appreciate her. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the calling number 601-948-5950. If you want to call in and have a few words about your thoughts and feelings about the elections and the election results from last night. While we're waiting on folks to call in, you can, I want to take a moment to say again, thank you for making us Mississippi's nominee for Public Service Commissioner for the Central District of Mississippi. We appreciate you. We've been beating the bushes and shaking the trees. And now it's time to put the hammer down. It's time to move our campaign to full gear, because we fundamentally believe that every elected official should be graded by the government they give back to the people. That's what we believe. We believe that you may be nice, you may be smart, you may be a nice guy, a nice person, but if the people have been delivered failure, that means you're a failure. So what we say is that we have to deliver better services and government back to the citizens of Mississippi. And the reason we're stepping forward is because we don't believe that failures should get a second chance. In the Central District of Mississippi, the things we campaigned on 4 years ago, that we warned about 4 years ago, that we jumped up and down and talked about 4 years ago, those things have come to pass and exasperated. Let me say it again. Those things that we talked about and tried to address 4 years ago have come to pass and exasperated. Our utility situation is degrading over time, and we got hard folks working all across the board. But we're going to put public works back to work. Let me say it again so Handy can wake up. We're going to put public works back to work, Handy. All right, because we believe that every government, everybody in this state needs to be able to basically maintain your utility in-house. The basic maintenance of your utility must be in-house, and we're going to encourage that. We're going to take our background and experience. See, we believe that we're the best person on the ballot because we have more experience, better experience, and a broader range of experience, from a lifetime and career of military experience, from a long time in local government and in state government. So when you add in global experience, federal experience, local experience, and state experience, that dwarfs the experience that's already in place. And that's why we want to take our experience, our hard work, and our work ethic to move Mississippi forward and make it better. That's fundamentally what we believe. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this state better. I know some folks want to make Mississippi great again, but let's just do better first. Let's do better, because we believe that citizens of Mississippi deserve better when it comes to your lights, water, gas, telecommunications, and the full range of responsibilities from the Public Service Commission. From economic development to quality of service. We deserve better in this state, and we're going to deliver that better with DeKeither stamps in November for Public Service Commissioner for the Central District of Mississippi. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the call-in number 601-948-5950. You listen to Reviving Mississippi on WMPR 90.1 FM or on the web at www.901.net. I think I got it right. But anyway, we appreciate everybody for always tuning in every week. And also, we got some events coming up this weekend. This week. Tomorrow on Thursday, we have the Central Mississippi Planning and Development District quarterly meeting. It'll be at the CMPDD headquarters at 11:30. On Friday, we'll be out in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, with Representative Percy Watson and Representatives Zakiya Summers and City Councilwoman Deborah Delgado. And we'll be talking about some I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but there'll be a big announcement on Friday from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So y'all tune in for that. As the First Lady talked about earlier, Ocean Boutique celebrating their 5-year anniversary. And we have over 50 vendors that are going to be in this block party in Vicksburg, right on the frontage road. We're going to shut down the whole frontage road. We got over 50 vendors that'll be out there. Let me catch you. Turn your radio down, caller. How you doing today? What's your question or comment?
Hi, former Representative DeKeither Stamps. This is Monica Bradshaw. How are you, Steve?
Hey, Monica, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great. Listen, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You and I were both at the last broadband meeting that happened in Learners.
Okay.
My question is, how I've been hearing conflicting stories. Where are we with that? I understand that a lot of that has to do with companies wanting to take the bid on the project to get us broadband out in the rural communities. Do you have an update since that meeting on what advancements have been made and what we need to do next to keep people informed or let them know, hey, we're still here, we're still needing service?
Okay. So the latest update I have is several companies have submitted their bids to offer services to that area across Hinds County, or really across Mississippi, but specifically to the area you're talking about, the Learned and rural Hinds County area. One of those companies is C-Spire, and their plans are being reviewed right now to see who will get awarded the resources from our side of the fence based on who has the best plan to deliver services to the most people in that area. So right now they're going through the proposals that have been put forward, and a determination will be made soon of who will be awarded, and then they will start laying broadband.
Okay, well that sounds promising. That sounds promising because we've been out here on an island unto ourselves trying to get this accomplished. And as you said, from an economic development standpoint, we're stagnant. There are a lot of things, and people think they unfortunately use the unfortunate analogy, rural equals poor, and that is the furthest from the truth. Yeah, there's some people with
rural just equals people who want to be rural, who don't want to live in the city.
Demographics that are in the rural community. So we just want to make sure, and I try to do my part to make sure that my citizens in my community are informed, and we are doing what we need to do on our end to make things happen.
You're totally right. I appreciate you for always being a watch woman on the wall for opportunities and threats to your quality of life in your area. That's the best way I can put it. Is that good?
I can accept that. Thank you very much, sir. Well, congratulations, and I hope to see and hear good things from you in the future. And congratulations on good luck on your campaign this fall. You take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bradshaw. Again, another great person coming back to Mississippi to move our state forward. Again, I want to see her in future leadership. She has everything necessary to move forward. We just need to find a space and a place for her to take her proven leadership experience and her passion for her community, couple that together to move our state forward. So look forward for her in the future. She may be somewhere else, and trying to move the state forward soon. So we'll keep our ears to the ground for that. But with the broadband conversation, that is going to be the next big thing that's going to ignite economic development all over the state. As you talked about First Lady Ola Clark earlier, they're running a whole boutique online right from Vicksburg, but servicing people across the globe. That's what the new economy is going to look like. And we must be connected to participate in that new economy. You don't have to move to Dallas or Atlanta to make a serious income. You can create your own opportunities as long as you're connected to the internet superhighway and the global economy. You can pull resources down through the internet and then have a great quality of life right here in the place you love in Mississippi. And that's why it's important that we continue to move the utility conversation forward, broadband conversation forward, to get more people connected so that we can have more people in the global technology economy. So let's make sure that we do what we do on the government side and y'all do on the citizen side what you're supposed to do, so we can make sure that we get good quality government services. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to help us to do what we're doing, you can go to www.DeKeitherStamps.com. Check out everything we got going on. People have been asking me, I think the number one question I've had in this process is, what can we expect from DeKeither Stamps as our public service commissioner? And my answer is pretty simple. You're going to get the same DeKeither you've always got, but just a little bit better. Just a little bit more effective, a little bit better. Because every time that we move forward, whether it be from the city council or the state legislature or serving in our various capacities that we've served in, we just continually work towards being a better person and being a better elected official. So again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your attention. And we want to recognize our underwriters before we wind up out of here. Our underwriters for today's show are Mr. Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan Transportation Service. You can go to www.mjstransportation1.com for your transportation needs. They provide quality transportation services all over the state of Mississippi, especially dealing with senior citizens and citizens with disabilities. Also, if your church is having, if your church members are having problems with transportation, it would be a great fit for the church to offer transportation so that people can come to church. Those who are willing to come to church, you can do a little bit more than just Zoom. You can come to church, social distance, keep everything sanitary and clean, because we do know that COVID is peaking back up. So just make sure we govern ourselves accordingly and take advantage of those opportunities that present themselves. Also, if you're hungry and you want some good food versus some fast food, go on over to Stamp SuperBurgers. And you can go right over on Dalton Street and get you a whole cow between two pieces of bread that's tasted to the last drop. We appreciate them for always offering quality, great services. And lastly, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We've been working hard to become your next public service commissioner for the Central District of Mississippi. And we want to thank everybody from the bottom of our heart for helping us do that. We are on our way. We are right headed to the finish line. So we got a few more bases to cover. And as we do, let's make sure you come on out to events that we're having in the future. We appreciate you for being with us this whole journey. We got pastors who have changed the times of Bible study and from 6 o'clock on Wednesdays to 7 o'clock on Wednesdays, just so they can tune in to what we got going on here at Revive Mississippi. We got folks who have been tuned in for a long time. And I want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you for all you do and all you have done and all you will do in the future. As I end up, I want to also, again, thank Ms. Wanda Evans and the whole WNPR family for their love and support over the years. And as we end every show, we always say, never let anybody put you in a position where you don't love your own people. Because when you hate your own people, you're part of the very oppression we're trying to lift ourselves out of. I love you, Jackson. I love you, Mississippi. Handyman, get us out of here. Love y'all. Take care.